May I now request Mr. Sanjay Vidya?
Well, Mr. Kapila said rightly that everything is delayed in our country. Some of my EU friends had come here and they were talking on my dais. I had invited the Commissioner of EU Commission to talk on my dais of Transition Chamber. And the French guy said we are having 2% minus GDP growth. The British guy said we are having 3.5% minus growth. I never knew how a minus thing can be a growth. The delayed projects are manipulated by politicians because there is a price escalation clause. If the project is delayed, there are some foolish excuses mentioned in the contract that facilitates the contractor to earn more money, and half of the money goes in the pockets of the politician. The Parliamentarian Sea Link, the project cost in the tenure of Mr. Manoj Joshi, which was initiated by Nitin Gadkari, was 900 crores. When the UPA, this is not a political platform, I am aware of it entirely, but when this only one single phase of the project was completed, the project reached up to 1900 crores. Where the money goes, we can imagine whose pockets are filled up in that. Our country is in transit period, and the transit period, all the people always face turmoil because transit period is not a very healthy period. People are habituated to the old habits. They are not willing to wake up because they still are dreaming the old dreams. Now, Narendra Modi, I do not know, many people have started criticizing him about 2019 elections and all these things. At least he kicked our butts. He made us realize that we are lagging behind in many things and we have to wake up from the previous dream and we must start dreaming afresh. He is giving a lot of boost to MSMEs. He is also giving boost to medium scale industries. Well, everybody is talking about AA, Ambani and Adani. But Ambani and Adani, unless they take the risk, how they can create job opportunities. The risk can be taken not by MSMEs, not by even medium scale industries, but they can be taken by high profile industrialists only, high profile conglomerates only. I don't sympathize for wrong policies or wrong activities committed by these AA standard, but still at the same time, I don't think that we should discourage good conglomerates to come up and take the part in the progress of our country. Not all the people, all the business people or industrialists are cheaters, no. Two Modis ran away, but one Modi is still here. And this Modi is trying to change our destiny. And instead of foolishly just going on criticizing them, I think whether you call it patriotism or optimism or whatever ism, certainly not communism, certainly not socialism. But we must support our Narendra Modi ji frantically. He needs our support right now. Who is the man without mistakes? He might have committed some certain mistakes. Raise the hand out of all of you if a person has not committed a mistake in his life. Can we? No. So maybe he is doing certain mistakes, but at least he is experimenting, which was not done in the last 50-55 years. Well, I'm just trying to, I opened this ambience with bringing in the lights, so I'm trying to open up your eyes also for the bright future of our country, Hindustan. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. As you all know, I must also tell this August gathering, and that it was in the year 2005 that Honorable Modi Sahab was then immediately the Chief Minister, and how he became Chief Minister also, I must say. It was because of thanks to the great Atal Bihari ji that he was literally picked up. He had not even won a Nagar Sevak election, let me tell you. He was a Karyakarta. He was brought into the game because I am a Jawana, I speak straight. I have nothing to hide. I'm not saying I love businessmen who do well. At the same time, I'm going to blast businessmen who actually cheat the country. Sorry to say that. So here, what happened is, he got his job of repairing Gujarat. I will remind you because there was a infighting between three fellows. That was, the first one was Keshubai Patel. The second one was Kashiram Rana. So since people triggered that off, I need to explain to people what happened. And the third fellow, it was Harin Pandya. तो आज भी अभी तोड़े साहब घूम रहे हैं ना कि हमारे को बड़ी थ्रेट है, तो ये सारी चीजें होती हैं. I am nothing. I'm saying Modi Sahab is fantastic. He is a good Prime Minister. But I want to tell one thing, and that warning will come from me. 2005, when nobody wanted to give any award to Mr. Narendra Modi, this gentleman, I was sitting on the panel as a special researcher, and the jury invested man with none other than Justice Ramadi. We have to have objective opinion in the jury. This is an e-governance award. It has nothing to do with the Gujarat riots. So 2005, and what I was told that एक काम करिए, आप साइन करके इस कागज को भेज दीजिए. ठीक है ना? मैंने वो कागज साइन किया. मैं नहीं लूंगा उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम जिसके लिए मैंने साइन किया, जो नपुंसक थे, जिनकी पीठ में रीढ़ की हड्डी नहीं थी. I signed and sent. Okay, I signed and Gujarat came. But this man remembers, he's sharp memory. I also got a sharp memory. Okay, so I was in the corner of that big first IIM Ahmedabad lecture by Narendra Modi. Everybody stood up and gave a standing ovation. It was the first standing ovation for this man. But he had that time was different. He had this thing. He said, हमको तो अब इन लोगों ने अवार्ड दिया तो अब लोग पहचानने लगे हैं. तो मैं मोदी साहब को याद दिलाऊंगा कि भूलना मत उन लोगों को जो सर पे कफन बांध के निकले और वही आपको सवाल पूछेंगे. ये मीडिया नहीं जो सामने खड़ी है. जवाब भी हमसे मिलेगा, सवाल भी हमें पूछेंगे. क्योंकि अगर आपको उस कुर्सी पे बिठाया है तो उस वोट का, जो वोट हम लोगों ने भी दिया होगा, उस वोट का हम जरूर आपसे हिसाब मांगेंगे. So it has nothing to do with Congress or BJP. So as a citizen of India and as a committed man, I'm saying there is no question of people like me or anybody. Not criticism is necessary for this government as well. In spite of we want him to win again, no problem, to lead India, because there's no other option probably, right? It's a Tina factor. But let us remember, this country has even worked with the worst coalitions on the planet. And I will remind you, if you take my paper back, even in Devegowda's time, the GDP of the country did not fall badly, but we had indecisions. And the biggest policy paralysis came in Manmohan Singh government, not in any other government. We know. And we talk about coalition. There was the coalition dharma of 23, 24 political parties. What a powerful prime minister he was, वाजपेयी जी. तो ये बहुत बड़ी ये विडंबना है इस देश में कहना कि भैया किसी को क्लियर मेजॉरिटी मिलेगी तो वो बड़ा पावरफुल लीडर होगा. वाजपेयी साहब अगर नजर फैला दें, इस तरह से देख ले, दूसरा आदमी बोला कि बहुत देर से मुझे क्यों देख रहे हैं, घबरा जाएगा. पर हमारे यहाँ तो ऐसा है कि कोई भी कुछ भी बोले जा रहा है. आपके यहाँ उनको सबको रोकिए, खाने पीने पे कोई पाबंदी ना हो. कम से कम वो आप इतने बड़े लोग भाग जाते हैं. बीच में जो हुआ आज कल का, मैं उसको आज का मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहता. वो अपनी जगह कहीं भागेंगे, लेकिन when a farmer gets into a trouble, but the bankers will not stop a minute. Yeah, if I don't pay my car loan, the bank will come and take away my car. If this is the due diligence of the bankers, bloody fellows put a few of them behind bars for what they have done. During the demonetization, what they did, they converted all the black money into white. Why we are hiding all these things? So pushing under the carpet and saying all is goody will only give all his fellows, minus a few ministers, I don't want to name them today, are absolutely useless. 4 years of no work from them. So we should not mince words on that point. And I have written open letters to Modi on this. So I can assure you, my friend, that people who are not yes men will only succeed. People have to tell him that yes, we stand by you, we have nothing, no axe to grind, but you are going wrong. इस वक्त अगर हम वो नहीं बोलेंगे, वही उसका अच्छा दोस्त होगा. वो नहीं होगा जो उनको आज थप्पियां देगा और फिर गलत रास्ते में खड्डे में घुसाएगा. हमें वो देखा ना 10 साल मनमोहन सिंह क्या किया. That we don't want. We don't want another Dr. Manmohan Singh. There he was a weak man for some other reason. We don't want Mr. Modi with all his strength to fail. So if he is not to fail, people who flag off today are the best citizens of the country. I assure you, my friends. So in the government, wherever you are, please for God's sake, he's ready to listen. He's the only man who's ready to listen. But there are 160 people in the Prime Minister's office. Of his 60 people have to be taken to task. So those 60 people are sufficient. And we know everywhere minority works and they take your pants off. You tell me how many stone pelters are there in this country? I can assure you that this nation is in much better position than most nations in the world today. Although the television media is showing whatever it wants to show. Right? I wrote a deadly piece on that day 1:34 a.m. I said the whole problem in Maharashtra was started by Simi. I had a front page article on that. Why nobody has caught them? Why we are not breaking the issue with Jammu and Kashmir? Why he is not breaking the? Why not President's rule? 2 months give it to the army. We must have strong decision making. मैं आपको बताता हूँ जब लाल बहादुर शास्त्री साहब के ये परिस्थिति थी, खाना खा रहे थे रात को परिवार के साथ। जब परिवार के साथ खाना खाया जा रहा था उस समय 3 स्टार 4 स्टार वाले आ गए रात को, कहते हैं वो बड़ा मुश्किल है खाने, फैमिली के साथ परिवार के साथ नीचे बैठ के खाते थे, तो परेशान हो गए, कहते हैं ये लोग आए हैं कुछ होगा बहुत जरूरी, बीच में उड़ गए और गए। हमारे सब ऑल द डिफेंस फोर्सेस चीफ्स दे वर देयर, देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम, पाकिस्तान ने आयुब खान हैज डिक्लेयर्ड वॉर अगेंस्ट इंडिया, नाउ व्हाट डू वी डू? यू नो दिस मैन सेज डू यू हैव अ प्लान? दे एक्सप्लेन हिम द प्लान इन 15 मिनट्स। ही सेज तो अगली चाय हम लाहौर में पिएंगे। He was considered by everybody on the face of it, even at the time, as the weakest Parliamentarian of our country. That's what they thought, because he had no savvy of Mr. Pandit Nehru, right? So for God's sake, understand who's the strong Prime Minister who takes decision. Today, Modi ji is serious crisis, I tell you, in one issue. I had warned him not to go out of Dockland. It was my tweet. The moment he has gone out of Dockland, what has happened? Today they are right there at Dockland. पर भूटानीज मेरे तो सब जगह संबंध है, भूटान विल सपोर्ट यू बट यू मस्ट स्टैंड। अगर भारत नहीं खड़ा तो भूटान कैसे खड़ा होगा? वो तो पोटैटो की जैसे क्रश कर देगा, टिबेट ले गया ना। सो चाइना से लड़ाई नहीं करनी है लेकिन खड़ा रहना है। वी हैव टू स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ चाइना, वी हैव टू आल्सो डू बिजनेस विद देम। लेट मी टेल यू, इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोपोजिशन आई एम गिविंग। वी आर नॉट टू डू अवर आयर कि हमको पाकिस्तान अच्छा नहीं लगता हम चाइना से खिलाफ हो गए ना, वो तो नहीं चलेगा। वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट। आई बिलीव ही ट्रिगर्ड, Sanjay triggered me, so Sanjay had to answer your point that we are all for Mr. Modi. There is no question, you see the majority is voting, but silence of lambs is very dangerous. Silence of lambs resulted in the scam that has happened right now. Silence of lambs is very dangerous. So I hope we will not have silence of the lambs. We will have now very open talk and we will get the Prime Minister to act, against his own erring people. The agents of change as us, the new India. We have to blame ourselves if we do not speak at this time. It's famously said, it is not people who commit crime, but people who watch crime silently. They are the more dangerous people. हमें वो नहीं देखना है. We have to result into some serious introspection about ourselves. हम इस तरह की क्या, हम किसी, देखिए भक्त कोई नहीं है, वहां लिखा था भक्त कोई नहीं है किसी का, हम केवल एक भक्त हैं। अगर मैं कहूँ 80% इंडियंस को जब मैं मिलता हूँ, they love their country. Sorry, my friends. I meet daily people more than other people, and I can assure you that our people love our country. So Modi is also loving his country. So if he loves his country, he must act. He must be fair. He must even crush his own people if required. That is the skill of a leader. जो आप पॉपुलैरिटी आपकी पार्टी में, उसका क्या मतलब है? आप अनपॉपुलर हो जाओ अपनी पार्टी में, 2-4 की मतलब कुर्सी मिला तो आप लीडर बनो ना, तब आप तो हो आप लीडर। विश्व दुनिया भर में आपके जैसा कोई है नहीं, वो बात सही है। लेकिन आज भी कौन डरा रहा है? I can tell you that 3 months back, our great Putin, of Russia, what he did, he got all his frigates out into the ocean, and every other submarine in the sea came on the surface. मैसेज देखो कैसे पास करते हैं लोग, सारी सबमरीन बाहर आ गई और उसका फोटो और उसका वीडियो अवेलेबल है दुनिया के लिए, बस सबकी हवा बंद हो गई, बात ही नहीं करी उसने। So there are powerful people who act differently. उसको अमेरिका को आवाज देना था, भैया शांत रहे, I am here, all my submarines below the ground, they came on one single day, and they declared some of day, they were military day, they were celebrating, but message is passed very subtly and very clinically. So I am saying, army must be given a free hand. So I am telling you, free hand is still a missing commodity. If our defense minister cannot make a statement against a FIR being made against an army person, there is something wrong with that issue. She has to speak. Prime Minister will not speak. तुमको बोलना पड़ेगा. That's the whole issue. The whole question is going wrong there. And why our finance minister should not be questioned on this bank scam? Why he is left alone by all the TV channels, media channels? Because he is your blue-eyed boy. You're interviewing him. Let us question him. आपकी नाक के नीचे कैसे हो गया ये सब? किसमें हिम्मत है? किसी में नहीं है. मेरे में हिम्मत है तो ट्वीट कर चुके हैं, लिख चुके हैं, साफ लिख चुके हैं. He is spoiling the Indian economy. तो ये बात करने की ताकत चाहिए आज के दिन. आवाज ही नहीं है, सबकी बंद पड़ी है. हर गवर्नमेंट में गलती होती है, हर घर में गलती होती है, हर जगह गलती होती है, पर ये इतने सीजन हैं, मैंने जैसे आपको बताया कि उनको कैटापुल्ट करके लाए थे, और उस समय गुजरात के लिए मतलब मोदी हैड ट्राइड हिज बेस्ट and he was immediately faced with the riots and it was planned and he was not responsible is also I have told. He was never responsible. He could not control because the mob was bigger than the police force. He requested then Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, उसको तो डायरेक्ट फोन कॉल किया कि भाई तुम अपनी कॉन्स्टेबलरी भेजो, उसने मना किया, कहता है तुमने क्या समझा, हम भेज देंगे, दिस इज द लैंग्वेज, तुम भुगतो, क्यों भुगते, हमने क्या किया भाई? So if I tell you that two people who should be investigated for the riots are Togadia and this Ahmed Patel, how will you feel? We guys in media have all the bloody data against these fellows. We are not those kind of investigative journalists. If the Times of India or Economic Times or these people had come to me, I would have told them how to go forward. हुआ क्या था? शीतल नहीं है, नहीं तो हम लोग सब पता था. His daughter was lifted, Ahmed Patel's daughter was lifted from a hostel by another friend, simply, and said वो रात कल गड़बड़ होने वाली, आज रात को हॉस्टल से निकल जाओ. कैसे पता चला तुमको? So these are very serious issues which our people do not know in this country. ये सारी चीजें कारपेट के नीचे हैं, इसलिए कहते हैं मुझे बोलना चालू करूंगा तो बहुत लोगों का नुकसान हो जाएगा, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा उन बातों को नहीं बोलता हूँ हर बार. लेकिन आज कुछ ऐसा माहौल पैदा हुआ, तो आई वांट टू टेल यू कि देयर इज नोबडी इज अगेंस्ट मिस्टर मोदी, especially last the least a person of my caliber, right? And this is the forum which has given maximum awards, 6 awards to Gujarat in the energy sector. But now, last 3 years, they are not receiving my award because they have slid. The other states have come forward. So they will not receive if the benchmark is not there. Today they receive in infrastructure. There they will not fail because for the simple reason their infrastructure is there. भाई अहमदाबाद का river front किसी की हिम्मत थी इसको ठीक करे, right? Our friend Menon is smiling there, but he is a wonderful friend of mine and silently smiling out there. Basically, you have to be very clear. People must speak the truth. इससे क्या भय हो रहा है? सच बोलने से क्यों डर रहे हैं? मैं तो कह रहा हूं अफसरों को, आईएएस ऑफिसर्स को, बलिंदर कुमार जी को दिया सर बाकायदा. तो when good officers come, and what happened? After that officer left the mining ministry, the ministry is gone to dogs. And again, our sausage finger minister Piyush Goyal is handling it. Coal supply 55% PLF in all the power plants. कहाँ कोल है भाई? कोयले की दलाली में मुकारा तो नहीं कर रहे. पूछना चाहिए इनकी परफॉर्मेंस. पावर सेक्टर का भट्टा बिठा दिया, वहां चले गए. तो ये अभी नॉन परफॉर्मिंग मिनिस्ट्रियल एसेट्स भी तो है, उनका क्या करेंगे? Yes, so this is fine, but I am thankful to all. Thanks everybody, and can we have a quick photo in the front?
See